Rahim. Today we will discuss topic number 2 or lecture number 2, asexual reproduction in plants. The key concept that we will discuss in this lecture: vegetative propagation through leaves, stem and root, artificial vegetative propagation, for example, cutting, grafting and cloning. So we will discuss vegetative propagation and artificial vegetative propagation in plants. First, vegetative propagation through leaves. In plants such as bryophyllum, the leaves have bud or outgrowth at their margin. When leaves fall on the ground, the bud form teeny shoot. When the shoot break out from original leaf, they fall on the ground and develop root. So there are two steps. First, bud is developed on the margin of the leaf. Then bud form shoots, means branches. When these branches break off or separate from the original leaf, so these shoots or branches developed root and convert into individual plant. This is a bryophyllum leaf. So first the bud develop, the bud form a shoot, and this shoot then separate, and finally when this separate and fall down on the ground and develop into individual bryophyllum plants. So these are the branches of shoot, and this should develop then root. So this is the vegetative propagation through leaves in bryophyllum plant. This is the leaf of bryophyllum plant. Runners such as those found on strawberry plant are cylindrical horizontal stem that spread out from the main plant. Entirely new plant can develop from nodes located at interval on the runners. Each node gives rise to a new root and shoot. Fern and ginger reproduce from rhizome. Rhizome are horizontal underground plant stem capable of producing the shoot and root system of a new plant under suitable conditions. So here the rhizome is the underground horizontal stem present inside the soil, and root and shoot develop from the rhizome and produce new plant. Similarly, tulips, onion and lilies reproduce through bulb. So the round underground stem is called bulb. Bulb of underground buds that have fleshy leaves extending from the stem. Bulbs contain several buds near the nodes where the leaves are produced. So new bud develop into new plant. This is strawberry plant. The horizontal stem is called a runner. There are special points. Each point is called node. So and the distance between the two nodes is called interval or internode. So each node develop shoot. This is node that each node develop shoot or branches, and then finally develop a root, and each node convert into new plant. So this is the reproduction in a strawberry from horizontal stem. Second, reproduction in rhizome or gingers. This is the rhizome, the horizontal stem. In ginger and ferns and garlic, there is a horizontal stem. Each horizontal stem is called rhizome. Rhizome also contain nodes. Each node then develop small shoots and then root, and the small plant when developed from the node is called plantland, and it is detached or converted into new plant. Number third, bulb. This is a bulb. So the round underground stem is called bulb. The bulb contains fleshy leaves, and each fleshy leaves contain bud. This is bud. Bud is present in the center of bulb. Bud is present in the center of bulb, and each bud then form shoot and then root and convert into new plant. This is comes in garlic. In garlic, this structure, the underground stem, is called calm, and small structures produced from each calm is called caramel, and each caramel produce new plant. This is a tuber. The underground cylindrical stem is called tuber. It is present in potato tuber. So it also contain a node. Each node is called eye. So germinating eye produce shoot and root. So this is the type of asexual reproduction or vegetative propagation in different plant through stem. Vegetative propagation through root. Red raspberry and many other shrubs can reproduce through their specialized root. The root can give rise to shoot which begins to grow. New shoot are called suckers. If these get detached from the original plant, they can grow into independent plant. This is red raspberry plant, and the roots, the special root inside the horizontal stem. So the root sprout means germinate or grow, shoot. So when the shoot develop, so this is called the sucker. And when the sucker detached from the original plant, this is the original plant. So it developed into individual or entire whole plant. So this is the type of reproduction, vegetative propagation through root in red raspberry. Artificial vegetative propagation plants. This is further divided into three types. The first type, cutting. In this method, a part of the plant stem, leaf, or root cut off and used for producing a new plant. For example, grapes, verbenas, and chrysanthemum, stem cutting, blackberries, root cutting, and African violet leaf cutting are planted through these plants. So chrysanthemum propagate through stem cutting. Similarly, blackberries propagate through root cutting, and African violet propagate through leaf cutting. The diagram explains cutting propagation. This is the parent plant, and shoot is cut from this parent plant. This is blade shoot, and here another pot consists of soil or sand, and when we plant this branch shoot in the pot containing sand, so after some time the cutting shoot will develop root, and it will convert into whole plant. Second method, grafting. In this method, branches of desired or fruit plant are grafted on stem of ordinary healthy young plant. The grafted plant is called scion, and the stem on which these branches are grafted is called stalk. An example of grafting is that the apple on wild apple. So the recipient apple is called the wild apple, while the donor from which we cut and graft a shoot, so this variety is called grafted apple. So now the diagram show the grafting process. The stem from which we cut branch are graft. So this stem is called the stalk, and the piece of the cutted stem is called scion. And this is the recipient plant. The scion will be placed and planted here. So here, this is a grafted union, and wrapped and wax. So a piece of cloth will be wrapped around the recipient stem and graft. So the graft union will be covered through wrapping process by cloth, and the wax will be also placed on the cloth to prevent dehydration. The last method, cloning. Method of asexual reproduction in which identical offspring are produced from a vegetative tissue or cell of the parent plant. So here in cloning, we will produce exact copy or identical copy or identical part of the plant or tissue or segment. This is called cloning. Cloning is the latest method of vegetative propagation. In this method, identical offspring are produced from a single parent using its vegetative tissue or cell. Tissue culture is the technique applied in this method. Ragram explained the process of cloning a tissue piece from parent plant tissue placed in suitable medium. Suitable medium means that in this vessel, the nutrients required for the growth of plants, these nutrients are accumulated here or kept in this vessel. So this is the culture medium. So culture medium contain nutrients for the growth of the plant. So the tissue fragment or part is placed here in this medium. Then tissue develop into small plants. Small plants develop from the tissue fragments by producing a shoot and root. Then new plants sown to grow. So this is another culture medium, soil culture medium. So the young small plant will be shifted to another medium, culture medium containing the soil. So this is the artificial culture medium, and this is the natural culture medium containing the soil. So this new plant will be shifted to this and it will be converted into new plant. So this is cloning process and this is all about the vegetative propagation in plants and artificial vegetative propagation. If you have any question, come with me, I will answer. Thank you.